Hello, my name is Ethan and welcome back to another episode of Path of Exile Harvest League 3.11. In this episode, I'm going to be talking about Harvest and it going core and my opinions and what I think and the whole thing, and let's just start the post. So how you guys doing? Welcome back to another episode. I hope you guys are doing good. I hope you guys are having a good morning. I hope you guys are doing great. So basically, they put out this post, Bex put out this post yesterday that, to sum it up in short, this line right here. Harvest will not immediately become a core gameplay mechanic, but may be reintroduced in the future. So, this is pretty much what we expected coming in. Because Chris told us that this would break the game, this would break the league, this was going to be insane. This was really like a test, and I think they learned a lot. I think we learned a lot. I think it'd be insane to put it in its current state into the game, and taking your time and coming out with it slowly and more like synthesis feels fine anyways. So I'll go through this and then I'll react. So there are 5 weeks left in Harvest, which means things are starting getting closer to the launch of our 3.12 expansion in September. In the meantime, you may be wondering what the future of Harvest looks like. We're ready to share our plans. So this is sick, like telling us about what's going on and not leaving it till the, like, this is a long time. Like, this is really in advance, dude. When we designed Harvest, we wanted to experiment with a more deterministic crafting system that would enable players to access powerful items earlier in their character progression. Yeah, in that sense, we feel that the crafting system has been very successful. Agreed. However, at the top end of gameplay, Harvest has made it too easy to gain very powerful items that previously required a lot more work and investment to acquire. This was acceptable for a temporary challenge league, but poses problems for the long-term health of Path of Exile's item economy if allowed to remain in its current state. As such, Harvest would require a significant amount of rebalancing, agreed, in order to achieve a healthy level of power for the core game. We would be reassessing the crafting mechanics to determine how many of them we are willing to keep and how much of the remaining crafting would need to be rebalanced. Because the underlying thing that is a problem in this whole entire thing is, imagine that Harvest became the best way to get your end game characters, and it was the end all be all. It was you do it, or you have to go buy the crafts probably, or buy the items crafted through Harvest. Everything, the whole league is Harvest. Everything was dominated by Harvest probably, and all the powerful items are mostly from Harvest probably. In the like crafted section, probably Harvest, you know, mostly Harvest. It wouldn't be possible, a lot of these things, without Harvest. Harvest made the difference. Harvest was absolutely game breaking. And so, just logically, okay guys, think about it like this: in a future season, they don't want it to be Harvest 2.0. They don't want Harvest to dominate the league. They don't want Delirium to dominate the next league. Especially the next league they're hyping up so much. They said it's the high budget league. They want, it's the big league. That's the one, it's going to be insane. They're really, really excited for it. They keep hyping up the next league when they're only talking about this one. Like, what the heck, dude? So, my point is that there was 2 options, technically. Is murder Harvest enough to where it's insignificant, but that's a lot of work. You have to make sure that you've nerfed it enough into the ground so that it doesn't pose a problem for the next season and future leagues. Then also, if you keep Harvest, then it going core, it'll literally ruin Standard, because I have, just as an example, a quad stash tab and a half of Horticrafting stations, and so that's one person, and you could save the recipes and affect all the future leagues too. So Horticrafting stations cannot be a thing. There's no way that Horticrafting stations are going to be in the game in the future version of Harvest. It will be gone 100%. They're probably going to make the Harvest stuff more tradable and make it easier a bit, and maybe not as much, but then when you get it, it's still powerful. I don't know. Either way, so we're looking at the next line here. The standard method of adding mechanics to core gameplay where they gain a 10% chance to appear in maps also doesn't really work for Harvest, as it would mean you would only make growth cycle progress in your Sacred Garden every 10 maps, which would be dissatisfying and slow. Yeah, so I thought of another way was you put 3 nodes in your map. I can't believe they didn't think of this like the rest of the mechanics in the game. You put 3 nodes in your map of the Grove, and then you hit it once, and that's 3. And so instead of a growth cycle every 10, it's 3 growth cycles every 10. It's not too bad. So that would be a little bit more satisfying. And then we plan to look at an alternate method of providing access to the harvest mechanic that isn't strictly reliant on RNG, but implementing something that like this will take a fair amount of time and therefore not be immediate. Okay, the harvest mechanic. So it took synthesis like many leagues to be incorporated properly into the game. Took a few leagues, I'm pretty sure, for it to really be like updated, and then they had to update the bosses too after. And so yeah, I could definitely see something with the 4 bosses. So you have the 3 tier 4 bosses and then Oshabi. So maybe do something with that. We already had the lore from the main thing, so now they could adapt it to like you growing the Oshabi and possibly changing the garden setup, making it more like bestiary. The harvest mechanic also creates some database issues in terms of the amount of data being stored. This is a non-trivial technical problem we would need to resolve before allowing it to exist long term. True. Because we're storing quad stash tabs of Horticrafting stations that store recipes. And, all of these changes are too time consuming to implement immediately. We would like Harvest to be core in the future, but we are not yet sure of what that would look like. In summary, if you're enjoying Harvest in its current form, be sure to take advantage of it while you can. Oh my god, it's dead, dude. Yeah, they're saying, dude, look, it's so powerful, you know. Enjoy the last month. Have fun with Harvest. This is it. So damn, dude. That's pretty crazy. What do I think about it not going core right away? I'm perfectly fine with this. Take your time, GGG. I love you guys. Make the best stuff. You know how. Take your time. Don't get rushed. Don't get forced. Create the good content. And, yeah, super good. I'm looking forward to what they come up with. I have some ideas already of what they could do. Like I said, triple node of seed in your map, and then the other thing would be possibly making the crafts more tradable. Removing a lot of crafts. Maybe, I don't know. There's a lot of probably making it a lot more rare overall, but then making it still very powerful could be a thing, so that it doesn't dominate the league in the sense that it takes over and it's the only way to craft, but it's still there. So then I think, man, we went Delirium into Harvest, and so what the hell is next league? They're gonna top this by a lot. This league is gonna look like a joke compared to the next league, but I think that the next league could also come with more power, to where the new power we get will make sense for the thing that we're doing. I think they're gonna make the new league insane. Oh my god, it's gonna be so cool. I can't wait. But either way, this overall super supportive of what they're doing here. They told us this early. There's still a chance, a small chance, that this gets implemented by 3.12. It's just not it's not likely, because they're probably already finishing up 3.12, and this would just be starting to try to implement it, and they're like, yeah, let's put this on the back burner. This is definitely something we want. That's what they're telling us, but will be postponed a little bit, which to be honest, the fact that we already got to play with it to this extent and it was this powerful and shit, I'm pretty sure we're all okay with not having it for a little while, because we just got pretty much spoiled with Harvest League, and it was really, it's really powerful, super powerful. Either way, I like what they got going on here. I like the discussion. They didn't really go into too much detail on what they're actually gonna do because, like, they probably haven't even thought about it. Yeah. So either way, I'm okay with this. It's fine. I'm looking forward to what they come up with, like I said, and they should definitely take their time with it because it's very dangerous. Either way, thank you guys for watching. Thanks for hanging out. I hope you guys enjoyed my reaction and my, I guess, in case for the people who didn't know about this, now I updated you. So thank you guys for hanging out. Thanks for watching. I'm going to take this opportunity to thank my Patreon and my YouTube members to financially support the channel. I can't do this without you guys. And thank you to anyone new who joins the Patreon of the YouTube members today. And I'll see you guys in the next episode. Bye!